So I am in the bunker and I have to be very careful. I was vlogging Mark in here the other day for his Tales from the Bunker vlog, and I knocked something and it knocked the Sherman tank he's working on. I just wonder whether you can see it if I turn around. There. He swore. Just like, oops. No, it didn't hurt it, but I was a bit worried. I can't sit back in this because he's got it leaning back, and I think I'm gonna fall. So I got to sit up like this. I got a little coffee. We've just had we've been out and picking up some repairs that Sue has done for Mark. Taken up some trousers for him, and darned some holes in a shirt that he really likes, and put a new zip in his shorts. So he's really happy, but we went and picked those up. It's a damp evening. Well, that's why that won't do that. Bloody thing. And came back through to get some money out to pay Ludo tomorrow, and decided to get pizza from there's a vending machine in Saint-Germain, which is just across the bridge from Saint-Savin. And there's a pizza vending machine. And I'm not a great lover of pizza, but it's just one of those autumn evenings. It's wet. It's getting on a bit. It's getting dark. And I just thought, oh, we're coming past there. We'll get pizza. So I've just had burger pizza. So it's got burger meat on it and burger sauce, whatever burger sauce is. And Mark had Oriental. It's got chorizo on it and merguez. I don't like merguez. I'm also in here with the cat. What are you doing? Huh? You okay? Sleeping on your dad's jumper? And his bag. She nicked my dressing gown again earlier. Anything that smells of mum or dad, and she's sorted. So, the pound. What the fuck's going on? The Bank of England have had to step in. It's unprecedented. The Bank of England have had to step in to do something about the massive clusterfuck of a fiscal event that happened on Friday. Unbelievable. There's I think what they've done is that what was happening is that pension funds were suffering, and so people, and I'm sort of hoping that it's future pensions, not pensions that are already being paid, but that's selfish really, but yeah, pensions were at risk and other things were at risk, so they've had to shore that up, Bank of England. And the I think I saw something suggesting that the UK will go lower down on its credit rating, and it had already gone down sometime years ago. It had gone from a AAA to a AA or something, and it's gonna go down again. Jesus, there's meant to be a PMQs on a Wednesday, and I'm not sure that Liz Truss or Kwasi, whose second name I can't remember. I have to see it written in front of me to be able to remember it. I don't think they were at PMQs, if they were at PMQs. It's just horrific, absolutely horrific. And I wonder whether her term as Prime Minister is going to be the shortest term of any UK Prime Minister since I don't know when. It's really worrying. It's really worrying. There's something else that's going to come and bite your bum as well, and I can't remember what it is now. You've got. Oh, that I think the other part of this is that some of the mortgage products that were available yesterday are no longer available today. So people are not going to be able to buy or take out mortgages as they'd anticipated. And those that have mortgages are going to find that their mortgages are much more expensive per month than they had anticipated. That isn't the bite. The other thing that's going to bite your bum? But that's another thing I'm remembering from what I was reading this afternoon. But it is a clusterfuck, and I'm wondering. There was footage of Kwasi. It feels really rude not knowing his name, but I'll learn his name and he'll be gone. There was footage of him from the funeral in Westminster Abbey. Was it Westminster Abbey or was it when they were in St George's or St Giles, St George's? There was footage of him sitting. It was Westminster Abbey, sitting behind Boris Johnson and Carrie Johnson, and people wondered whether he was off his head on drugs. I don't know what the outcome of that was. I don't know whether anybody ever followed it up, but he looked like he was laughing and having a conversation with himself and couldn't sit still during the 2-minute silence. And I'm just wondering whether he's another Gove. It's, in charge. Well, in charge of the pound, in charge of the economy of the UK, and he's another Etonian. Which really, it's time to get rid of them. It really is time to get rid of the bloody Etonians. They're not doing the country any good. Oh God, I keep forgetting what it is that I'm about to say. It's not good, is it? Perhaps if I stop talking politics, it'll come back to me. So I had a good 6 hours sleep, which for some people might not seem enough, and it isn't enough, but I felt like I'd had a really solid sleep. And I got up and I had got some lamb out of the freezer. I'd got quite a lot of lamb out of the freezer, and I have made a big slow cooker lamb stew, and I'm about to divide it up into foil barquettes to freeze. So that's quite pleasing. It's quite pleasing knowing that I put in a bit of an effort, and I have made meals, and I have probably made 5 meals, and I've got 5 ratatouilles that I made yesterday, and I've still got some chili con carne that I made a few weeks ago. So it's really nice to know that I've got some leftovers. Well, they're not leftovers, but that I've batch cooked, and I don't have to think about food, so I can serve up one of the lamb. I'm going to serve up lamb stew tomorrow and then freeze the rest. So I'm really pleased about that. Having had 6 hours, I did start watching another Bake Off this afternoon and fell asleep in the middle of it. So I need to go back to that. And that's why we had pizza, because they were making pizza. So that's not good, is it? Stop watching food programs. So tomorrow Ludo's coming. He didn't come. When was he? Oh, that was it. Was yesterday. Was it yesterday he was coming? Yeah, yesterday he was coming and he didn't come. He's coming tomorrow, allegedly. And it's meant to be dry tomorrow because it's been damp all day today. And I hope he does come, because what happens is we have to get up, and then, to tell me when we're expecting you at 8:30, to tell me at 8:30 you're not coming is a bit irritating. I've got art in the afternoon, and Geraldine's just told me she's got a cold and that she's going to come with a mask on, so I think I'll wear a mask. I don't want to catch a cold, really. I had a cold. I had a cold a couple of years ago, and because I'm on steroids, when I do get ill, I get ill, and it ended up. I don't think it was bronchitis, but it ended up with my chest singing when I was breathing out, and at night laying in bed with this whistling as I was breathing out. It was really, really horrible, and I felt really unwell. and couldn't understand why I felt so unwell, because it was just a cold. And recognise now that because of the steroids, if I do get a cold, it's more than just a cold. So she's offered not to come, but that feels really mean. It's like, well, it's your art class too, but if she wears a mask and I wear a mask, that should be fine. So I'm going there tomorrow, and that's it really. I haven't got any more politics coming out of my head. I'm sure there'll be more. I just find it fascinating, absolutely fascinating, to see what's happening. It's really not good, is it? Very concerned about Jules, who is, I think she's on Florida Keys. Not really pinpointed where you are, Jules, but I'm really concerned for you, and I hope that you're okay. And I hope that you're okay, because it sounds like you're on your own, which is not good. And I feel sorry that you're on your own. Also concerned about another YouTuber that I watch, the Vietnamese guy who does building life, because they're also about to be battered by a typhoon. So it's quite worrying to sort of have knowledge of people that are in, have this weather coming towards them. It's quite worrying. So I hope you're okay, Jules, and I hope you're all okay, Khan and Van. And yeah, and we're okay. It's just a bit drizzly here. That's all. Oh, it's been a bit windy, but nothing to worry about. Okay, gonna go back, finish my coffee, go back in the other room, and see what else comes up for a vlog tomorrow, maybe.